allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. You may be seated. Once again, I'd like to thank you guys so much for coming out today. Enjoy the ceremony.
Hello everyone, I'm Ava McDonald, a member of Senior Class Student Council. I have the distinct honor of introducing the former principal of Seneca Middle School, Oakland and Central alum, and our current principal of Chippewa Valley, Mr. Todd Disselrath.
The background blowing over 2 seconds before the start of the ceremony pretty much sums up everything we've been struggling with this year, but we've made it. This has been a year. It's been difficult. It's been challenging. Yes, it has. But I'm confident that it has also had at least moments of fun and reward and accomplishment and the specialness that comes with a senior year. You have overcome. You have found a way, and this will serve you well as you move forward with your life. I have enjoyed every opportunity of personal interaction that we have had this year and over the last few years. I'm proud to be your principal, and I know that great things lie ahead for all of you. Now I would like to introduce and thank all the people who have been a part of this school year and your journey to graduation, beginning with our Board of Education members who work behind the scenes to support our staff and students. Board President, Mr. Frank Bednard, Vice President, Ms. Denise Aquino, who's here with us today. Also with us is Secretary, Ms. Beth Pyden, Treasurer, Ms. Jill Demink-Zek, Trustees, Mr. George Soba, Ms. Jolene Andriashko, and with us today, Mr. Robert Wojatovich. Thank you also to our district administrative team, Superintendent Mr. Ron Roberts, Assistant Superintendent for Educational Services, Mr. Don Broski, and Executive Director of Secondary Education, Mr. Paul Sibley. Thank you also to our administrative team here at CVHS. We have the CV9 principal, Mr. Rob Williams, and assistant principals, Mr. John Brenningstool, Ms. Carrie Drogosh, Ms. Angela Manzella, Mr. Tony Firavento, and Ms. Suzanne Van Opum. Also would like to recognize our athletic director, Dr. Adam Scheel, and our scheduling coordinator, Ms. Val Schick. I'd also like to recognize our teachers. Special thanks to our student government and student activities advisors, Mr. Ryan Lindsay and Ms. Maureen Sturza, for our senior class advisors, Mr. Andy Valentine and Mr. Brian Ivaldi, and our choir and band teachers, Mr. James Picard and Mr. Tim Hoy. Each of these teachers is very involved in our commencement ceremony, our senior activities, and many student events throughout the year. I'd also like to recognize our retiring teachers, Ms. Astrid Daines, Mr. Mark Madorsky, Mr. Jeff Pfeiffer, Ms. Kimberly Lolich, and Mr. Tom Stout, and thank them for their many years of dedication to our school. And finally, to all of our CVHS teachers, thank you for all you have done to help our students reach this moment. Next, thank you to you, parents, and congratulations. You've done so much to support your child on the path to this moment. You are deserving of the pride that I am sure you are feeling right now. Students, go ahead and give your parents a big round of applause. And finally, to our students, it has been wonderful to share your many accomplishments and to be part of your experience at CVHS. Congratulations on all that you've accomplished to get to this point. It's now time to recognize you. I hope that each of you has been able to find your own special place here at Chippewa Valley High School. I know that within our graduating class we have outstanding artists and musicians and athletes and leaders. I know that we have award winners in choir and band and CTE and much more. In your time here, you have shared your individuality, your talents, your ideas, your friendship, and so much more. You have shown us the special person who you are, and today we celebrate you. Finally, I'd like to recognize those students who have achieved the highest academic levels. This includes 63 students who are graduating cum laude with a cumulative grade point average between 3.5 and 3.74. Please stand and be recognized. Next, we have 36 magna cum laude graduates with a cumulative GPA between 3.75 and 3.89. Would you please stand and be recognized? And finally, our 49 summa cum laude graduates who have maintained a cumulative GPA of 3.9 or higher for their entire high school careers. This is the highest level of academic achievement and an impressive accomplishment. These students have taken many of our most rigorous classes. They've navigated all the different rules and policies and situations in order to achieve this. They have dedicated themselves to schoolwork and achievement and learning. Please stand and be recognized. Congratulations. Thank you for allowing me to the honor of recognizing you and all the people who in some way have been a part of the journey to right now. Thank you.
Good morning, parents, students, and faculty of Chippewa Valley High School, and thank you all for being here as we celebrate a very important day for the class of 2021. My name is Ashley Zamansky, and I'm a member of Senior Class Council. Today, I have the pleasure of introducing our superintendent, a man who needs no introduction at all, Mr. Ron Roberts. You may have seen him roaming the halls at one of the Chippewa Valley schools, or simply followed his love for marshmallows and creative ways of letting us know we are having a snow day on Twitter. His presence is everywhere at Chippewa Valley, whether it's at a sporting event, a choir concert, or just stopping by to visit some elementary kids. His love for our district, its teachers and students is evident. We are lucky to be able to say he has spent his entire professional career here at Chippewa Valley Schools. His love for teaching started in the classroom at Clinton Valley Elementary and Huron Elementary, and from there moved to principal positions at Miami and Cheyenne Elementary Schools, as well as Wyandotte Middle School. He also served as Executive Director of Elementary Education and Assistant Superintendent of Educational Services before serving the last 10 years as our Superintendent. In addition, he has earned degrees from Open University, Saginaw Valley State University, and Michigan State University. He has been married for nearly 37 years to his wife, Denise, a retired teacher from Sequoia Elementary, whom he met while working for the district. It is my honor to introduce to you Superintendent of Chippewa Valley Schools, Mr. Ron Roberts.
So, parents and students, it was at this morning, just before this started, that you realized what good hands your children have been in for 13 years. when this started to blow over, and it took 6 school administrators to get it back upright. And then when I walked up to help, they told me that they were thirsty and if I would just bring them some bottled water. And they're still waiting. So good morning to everyone. Good morning to our parents and other family members that are here, and especially good morning to our students. To our parents, thank you for allowing us to educate your child who's graduating today. There are a lot of choices when it comes to educating your children, so thank you for choosing Chippewa Valley Schools. And thank you to you, our students for all that you have contributed to our district. School districts are much more than a collection of buildings. They are really about what occurs in those buildings. Our job as educators is to provide you opportunities for learning, for exploration, for growth, for challenge, for experience, for collaboration, for understanding yourself better as a person, and for understanding others better as people. For learning to accept the differences in others, whether that be gender, ethnicity, skin color, orientation, and just as important, for learning to value the strengths in those differences. For it is these differences which provide the backbone or strength right now, and maybe even more so into the future of our nation. That's what we do. We provide opportunities. Figuratively speaking, we just set the table. What you do is provide the open mind necessary to lead in your own learning and the drive to excel. This will be true throughout your life. It will not be about what others do for you. It will be about what you contribute, what you bring to the table. Students, my biggest joy as a superintendent is to be a witness to what you bring to the table. Experiencing your drive and dedication is so fulfilling to me as an educator. Whether this is in the classroom, on the stage, on an athletic field, or anywhere else within an educational setting, you motivate me. You make me want to be better at doing my job. As you move on, be mindful of what it is you love to do and what you are good at doing, and let this always lead you on your path forward. For now, it is time to start your next chapter, to seek out new adventures. And as you leave us, I ask that you consider what you've experienced in the last 16 months. Sir Winston Churchill is famously quoted as saying near the end of World War II, "Never let a good crisis go to waste." Think about your experiences during this time of uncertainty. Did you think about your priorities? Did you consider what was important to you? If there ever was a time for self-reflection, it is now. As you move on, always consider the greater good as you conduct yourselves, and always consider how your actions and your words impact others. Keep in mind, your actions and words represent who you are. So here are a few thoughts on how you can have a greater impact. Accept more. Reject less. Compliment more. Criticize less. Seek to understand more. Judge less. Reach out more. Isolate yourself less. Consider what you can control more. Worry about what you can't less. Get in the action more. Sit on the sidelines less. Smile more. Frown less. Live in the moment more. Stare at your phone less. One more. You can improve the world simply by asking yourself this question before posting on social media. Is this helpful or hurtful? Students, I know there is much excitement for what lies ahead. We expect nothing but great things as you make your way into the world. All I ask is that you remember where you came from. From this day forward, you will always be a graduate of the Chippewa Valley Schools. Best of luck to the 2021 graduating class of Chippewa Valley High School. Thank you.
Good morning, classmates, parents, and everyone gathered here today to make this ceremony special. My name is Brandon Frederick, the senior class president, and we are honored to have been given the opportunity to address all of you.
My name is Abby Livernoy, the student government president. We would first like to thank the Chippewa Valley Board of Education for their support throughout our time in the district and for being here today to send us off on our journeys. Next, we would like to thank our administrators, the entire school staff, and our teachers for their unwavering commitment and support. From kindergarten forward, we have come across so many great teachers. Teachers that challenged us and made us work hard. Teachers that had our best interests in mind. Teachers that embraced us. Teachers that propped us up. Teachers that held us accountable.
We also want to thank our families for encouraging us to do our best and push the limits of our comfort zones. We would like to thank the senior class advisors, staff members, and senior class council for making this ceremony possible. Finally, we would like to thank all of our fellow classmates for making the last 4 years unforgettable.
Now, we want to congratulate the class of 2021 on getting through this difficult and unusual year. I realize difficult is such an obvious understatement of the challenges and adversity we faced during the last year, including half of our senior year being online, away from our classmates and teachers. I'm sure many of us have pondered the question, what if COVID-19 never happened?
Sure, we would not have missed out on a whole lot of lasts, like our last first day of school, last homecoming, last choir or band concert, last time in the Rowdy Red Zone, last time getting cut off in the student parking lot, last time getting stopped in the hallway by a group of confused sophomores, and so much more.
However, without COVID-19, we would not have learned as much about ourselves or how to adjust to obstacles that life puts in our way.
Let's face it, we are not the first group of people to face adversity. Many generations before us have had their own challenges. In the 40s, it was World War II. Then the 60s brought Vietnam and the Civil Rights Movement. More recently, graduates were forced to enter into a post-9/11 world, and others dealt with an economic crisis in 2008. Instead of letting these moments define them, however, they use them as an opportunity to grow.
For us, our generation faces obvious challenges, like COVID-19, as well as unprecedented isolation, division, and social turmoil. Previous generations did not let the world's challenges conquer them, and neither will we. What if? What if these generations lack the courage and perseverance to overcome these circumstances and move forward?
Would they have liberated Europe? Would they have brought about meaningful civil rights legislation? Would they have developed life-changing technological advancements? Would they have cured diseases?
These generations showed us what it means to be courageous, determined, persistent, and resilient. Ironically, for our sophomore class council t-shirt, we modified the word resilient, using a 2 and a 1 in place of the S and the I. Little did we know then that this word would come to define the class of 2021. So, what does it mean to be resilient?
The dictionary defines resilient as able to withstand or recover quickly from difficult conditions, which, in our opinion, perfectly describes our attitudes toward the hardships we faced in the last year.
We must now look forward to what our promising futures have in store. Whether your next step is college, studying a trade, or serving our country, we all have the same decisions to make when it comes to how we respond to the challenges we face in our world today.
Class of 2021, this is our time. This is our turn. And, like previous generations, it is our responsibility to take what we've inherited and make it better.
Earlier, we pondered various what-if questions. Now, let's let our minds wander for a moment and think about what we can accomplish if. What if? What if we were able to capture the hopeful and optimistic feeling that we have today and sustain it over the course of our lives?
What if we were able to take the tools we learned here at Chippewa Valley High School and use them to make a positive impact?
What if we told our parents that we can take it from here and they believed us because we have earned their trust?
What if we converted hardship and adversity into courage and determination?
What if we committed to solving the problems of our great country instead of simply yelling at one another?
What if we stood up for each other instead of just ourselves?
What if, instead of searching for facts to support a preconceived point of view, that instead we pursued the truth?
What if we chose to do more than was asked or expected and did so with a smile?
What if we chose love instead of hate?
What if we had the courage to pursue our dreams?
What if we demanded more of our leaders?
More importantly, what if we demanded more of ourselves?
Class of 2020, this is the moment we've been waiting for. What if we seize this moment and make the most of it?
20 years from now, 40 years from now, what will be our legacy? What difference will we have made?
What if? What if we, the class of 2021, each of us, did something to change the world?
Are we up for it?
Congratulations, Chippewa Valley class of 2021. Now let's go change the world. Thank you.
I like to be on the left, you know, I like left wing stuff.
Am I on? Awesome. Ladies and gentlemen, before we start introducing graduates, we just want to make sure that you're aware we do have professional photographers here today, so you don't need to worry about getting in front of people's views and all that kind of stuff. It's been an interesting year, so let's try to respect. A lot of you are here just to hear names read and that kind of stuff, so let's focus on just showing some respect, and as we read a name, we'll save time at the end after we read all the names for celebration. It kind of screws up the processional as you're screaming and air horns and whatever else that you decide to interrupt the ceremony with. So please refrain from doing that. Graduates, when you come up, please be careful on the step down. Follow your ushers. We will have pictures taken first, and then we'll wait to get things started. So everyone rise, first row, proceed out to the end.
Yep, you guys are going that way. Wait.
No, I get it. Wait down.
I'd let the whole first row get lined up.
Mr. Valdi, you want to go first or second?
You can go first, man. Whenever you're ready, whatever you think.
I'd say that's good.
Chris Belante.
Rocky Vukchai.
Just wait right here until after I read your name, okay? Wait until after I read your name.
Caitlin
Sydney.
Doring.
Sorry, dude.
Sydney King.
Jenna Lepic.
Zemansky, right?
Emma Miller.
Ashley Zemansky.
Elizabeth Aarons.
Catherine Kanyumalo.
Samaya Williams.
Aaron Callahan.
Joseph Costanza.
Antonella Scheite.
It's MacDonald, right?
Ava MacDonald.
Sorry, dude.
Christopher Bonyai.
Jessica Zaimai.
Proud of you.
Colvin Smith.
Abigail Livernoy.
Jack Mackey.
Brandon Frederick.
Mark Leo.
Russell Bendo.
Tara Lafreniere.
Samantha Toko.
Julia Lightbody.
Abraham Namu.
Courtney Geetson.
Victor Poshke.
Serenity Phillips.
Eric Hajdari.
Jared Jankowski.
Stefan Lojniachvich.
Did my best.
Connor Armstrong.
Margaret Levier.
Adam Amade.
Emma Vidal.
Brianna Ali.
Natalie Lograsso.
Sarah Ishak.
Dana Shimatero.
Brenda Fatage.
Hunter Cooper.
Austin McGinnis.
Joseph Vukai.
Christian Eds.
Trent Ray.
Brianna Istock.
Zachary Barnett.
Dylan Guptill.
Sophia Kiko.
You all right, Sarah? Yeah. Sarah Farmer.
Emma Byers.
Giovanni Perfiles.
Julian Guecha.
Noah Jaros.
An Pham.
Jaquan Richards.
Cassandra Birch.
Mackenzie James.
Joseph Zarelli.
Madison Garrity.
Patrick Poisios.
Jillian Conair.
Mackenzie Partica.
Alexandra Shelton.
Taya Tilk.
Caitlin Benoit.
Selena Afram.
Jonathan Gonzalez.
Gianna. How about a round of applause for the tech crew in the stands? Yeah, let's go. Gianna Tomich.
Jonathan Bartlett.
Brooke Palmer.
Nico Hernandez.
Chase Carter.
Alyssa Pippa.
Jonathan Nathan.
Sarah Acord.
Kaylee Bossenberry.
Amanda Prika.
Natalie Zempala.
Joseph Falcone.
Xavier Loatis.
Trevor Vaughn Harris.
Aaron Kenya.
Spencer Lakowski.
Jaden Stone.
Haley Slaughter.
Fadi Aziz.
Naomi Warchel.
Jacoya Richards.
Artie Ali.
Erica Caldwell.
Isabella Escudero.
Jose Cruzabara.
Brian Lico.
Logan Emmers.
Ryan Maslowski.
Vincent Scalisi.
Aiden Myrana.
Tanel Kassab.
Elma Osmanovic.
Sydney Weiler.
Jayla Parker.
Natalie Matar.
Rosie Kudnick.
Alyssa Brodzik.
Maria Crosley.
Connor Irwin.
Jacob Krelowitz.
Colin Lester.
Emma Watts.
Michael Carson.
Colin Salembeer.
Jonathan Ashley.
Austin Goodcourage.
Tyler Lemp.
Angela Putt.
Curtis Pedri.
Noah Lakari.
Nicole Cadavera.
Evan Bastianin.
Peter Nowicki.
Zachary Rakowski.
Jacob Salkevich.
Vanessa Wallace.
Jenna Patak.
Please say that. Please.
Jenna Boskovich.
Alyssa Rupard.
Lauren Wojciechowski.
Amber Kowalczyk.
Connor Hoke.
Jeffrey Fortson.
Christian Barish.
Owen Cristoforo.
Wassam Mansour.
Jillian Cotis.
Isabella Steele.
Elma Memidovic.
Rachel Cherry.
Natalie Vigiletti.
Madison Boak.
Mackenzie Zilke.
Joshua Lesko.
Zachary Merritt.
Matthew Booth.
Caleb Rezout.
Oriana Stalby.
Dejiana Perkins.
Kennedy Coakley.
Cameron Hayward.
Alexander Thurman.
Michael Pastrick.
Lindsay Moyer.
Amia McCullough.
Brian Kluka.
Lance Tigler.
Alana Shilladay.
McKaylee Bullock.
Devin Yankee.
Aaron McDaniel.
Melody Yulee.
Ricardo Rothenberg.
Matthew Cornelier.
Destinia Harrison.
Cheyenne Birch.
Anthony Bogojeski.
Joseph Bretz.
Cynthia Kowalczyk.
Michael Gutman.
Ava Majeski.
Ethan Zaru.
Gino Santia.
Brandon Esquivel Reyes.
Ryan McCormick.
Joshua Mutakabir.
Emma Lohorn.
Jemiah Williams.
Nicholas Guzman.
Kevin Griffin.
Cameron Seaman.
Brina Senego.
John Williams.
Ashley Regan.
Christopher Brown.
Ronald Hall.
Mackenzie Connor.
Hannah Vu.
Madeline Scotta.
Brett Kramer.
Anthony Kelsey.
Kyle Rayside.
Victoria Jones.
Aiden Ruth.
Diamond King.
Joseph Daniels.
Rachel Jacob.
Luke Markley.
Brianna Blodell.
Jonathan Graham.
Abigail Lawler.
David Powell.
Destiny Lord.
Jason Wendorf.
Abraham Hinojosa.
Alex Kaiser.
Brody Good.
Ryan Oldham.
Olivia Costandi.
Brendan Kaiser.
Pauline Bomarito.
Anthony Diggs.
Madison Butina.
Mario Woodruff.
Deshae Hayes.
Ryan Jacobs.
Inea Bako.
Jacob Hanala. Theo Brown. Matthew Ramondo. Marissa Myers. John Myers. We also have one senior that is not here today, signified by the chair up front. Anthony Verzotto is not with us today. He is a deceased student of the class of 2021. We just want to recognize him. Now let's hear it for all the graduates.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Catherine Kunyamalo, and I'm a representative from Senior Class Council. Oh my God. Okay. Okay. I'm very excited to introduce one of our next performances. The Mark Leo Orchestra was formed in 2019 by Chippewa band students to fulfill their love of 1950s rock and roll, rockabilly, and big band swing. Their authentic old school sound sparks interest from young and old alike. I'm very pleased to announce the Mark Leo Orchestra to the stage.
How's everyone doing? How we doing today? We having a good time? I guess we play something for you now. Took off our caps and gowns, threw them on the ground. Hopefully they don't get dirty for the next time we wear them, huh? All right, let's go. This one's by Mr. Little Richard. I'll show you how it goes. Well, Saturday night and I just got paid. Fool my money, don't try to save. Heart says go, go, have a time. Saturday night and I feel fine. Gonna rock it up. We're gonna rip it up. We're gonna shake it up. Gonna ball it up. We're gonna rock it up and ball tonight. Well, I got me a date and I won't be late. Pick her up in my 88. Girl, you know just how to ball. Can't even hear your mother call. We're gonna rock it up. We're gonna rip it up. We're gonna shake it up. We're gonna ball it up. We're gonna rock it up and ball tonight. Let's show you how it goes. I won't be late. Pick her up in my 88. Girl, I'm down by the Union Hall. When the jaws start jumping, I'll have a ball. We're gonna rock it up. We're gonna rip it up. We're gonna shake, shake, shake it up. We're gonna ball it up. We're gonna rock it up and ball tonight.
Okay. Good morning, friends, families, and classmates. My name is Antonella Shaiti, and I'm the Secretary of Senior Class Council.
And I'm Erin Callahan, also a member of the Senior Class Council.
We have come to the end of our ceremony, but have one more task to complete, the turning of the tassels. The turning of the tassels symbolizes finishing one chapter and moving on to the next. As this marks the end of our times together, it also marks the beginning of the rest of our lives. Starting now, each of us will move forward onto the individual journeys of our own lives.
Regardless of the different paths that we take, we will always be able to trace it back to the 4 years that we spent together. We will forever share these memories.
We will forever connect through these experiences at Chippewa Valley High School.
And we will forever be united as the class of 2021. As we enter into the next chapters of our lives, we must never stop challenging ourselves to take those risks. We wish you all the best of luck on your future endeavors.
Now, we would like to please ask the class of 2021 to please rise. Friends, please move your tassels from right to left. Congratulations, you are now official graduates of Chippewa Valley High School.
Our graduates are on their way to the 9th grade center football field for the traditional cap toss and picture, and then you're all on your way to a great celebration the rest of the day. Thank you for coming.